Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Dash, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai for this truth, knowledge, and wisdom. And double honors to our apostle elders, which are apostle elders and great millstones. He hope to elect on the four corners of the planet Earth. Keep pushing, keep fighting, keep moving towards that goal. This is just a quick sit down. This is just going into just this past weekend. We had a lady come up. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can get to the video. There we go. But we had a lady come up, and she came up with questions concerning just concerning life, man. She was going through different things, and she just wanted advice on things. And our job is not all the time to just call Esau the devil. Of course, he is the devil, but the things you see here, this is the lady right here. But when she came up, we got done. I mean, I can play a little bit of video, but if brothers want to check it out, you can go here. But I'll give you the logistics of it. She came up and she was speaking about having, things happen to her in life and dealing with the church and getting out of the church, and the Most High telling her not to go back to the church, and things of that nature, which we're coming to those times where we're going to have to heal the brokenhearted. We're not the ones that's healing the brokenhearted. I want to put that in the way, because through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and what we've been given the opportunity. The brokenhearted. Like I said, this truth is going to gain a lot of, brothers have been making, and apostles and elders have been making videos about the influx and the increase in people coming into this truth now that it's in the spotlight. Because Jake is a following type of mentality. We've been herded for a long time, being in slavery and just not having ourselves being, a right guide. So a lot of the truth, a lot of this thing that you see happening right now in the world is going to bring a lot of influx into you brothers out there on the highways and byways, and to the people that's listening, but mainly the brothers that's preaching, man, and pushing truth. We're getting ready to have to heal a lot of broken people, man, because this truth is going to heal the Lord's people. I was just going through some scriptures and getting some scriptures and seeing what would come out, and that's exactly what's getting ready to take place, man. That's why the title of this video is "Heal the Brokenhearted," because our people are coming from a position. Some of us came out of that brokenheartedness of searching, not knowing what is what, having a lost mentality. That's brokenhearted, man. Okay, so now what's getting ready to take place is we're getting ready to see Israel get healed, man. Yahushua is going to be the main healing of it when he changes us into those perfect bodies, and we don't have to go through anything like that anymore. But we're getting ready to be healed, man. Okay? Give me 1 second. This computer's been freezing. I've been this lesson keep going, man. It cuts out Akim Salakia, but we're gonna hope and pray we keep going. This is Isaiah 61:1. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. And who's the meek? Is you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted. So now this is the main scripture for this lesson, because it came out on the highways and byways, and the word there is shabar. Okay, the word there is shabar, and it means to break in pieces. And we've been broken. Our whole, and the heart is mine, which is the understanding of ourselves, have been broken in these times, man. We've all been broken down. We've been beaten. We've been dragged. We've been trodden. Whatever you want to say, it's been done unto Israel. It says break in pieces, break in or down, render violently, wreck, crush, quench. The Most High, just like you quench a fire, you throw water over that fire and quench the spark out on it, man. Break, to be broken, be maimed, be crippled, be wrecked. It goes into also with Lazarus in Lazarus and the rich man, because we're that broken down, putrid, sword full beggar, man. Okay, we're broken down and we're getting ready to be healed up again. It says to shatter, break, to cause to break out, to birth, bring to birth, to be broken, to be shattered. So we're the ones that are shattered as a people. That's why it says what to the meek are you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the meek that the Lord has sent us to go and preach to, man. Just like you see Isaiah said it, Jeremiah went to it, Ezekiel. All these prophets were set up to give news and to lead Israel, man, and to bring Israel into understanding of what's getting ready to take place. Sometimes they didn't listen, sometimes they did. It says, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives. And the word liberty is freedom. Okay? Let's look at it. It's Rewar. Rewar. Rewar, if I'm not mistaken. To follow, flee, run, liberty. To follow, of mirth, liberty. So we're getting ready to be free, man. That's why you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're witnessing the great awakening of Jake coming into this truth and looking, man. Because we gonna have to. A part of this truth is to humble yourself. You have to humble yourself and admit that you're wrong and you lived a messed up life. Even though you ain't gonna be perfect, we're still gonna acknowledge your sins, man, and show the Lord that look, we want salvation, we want help, we need help. Those are the things that you got to pray and ask for when you come to this truth. That the Most High strengthen you in this truth and the faith, man. It says liberty to the captives and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. And that's why it says there we are locked in prison houses. Okay, we're all locked in prison houses because of the curses that's been put upon us. We're not always gonna live under these curses, man. Okay, we're not this. The curses is not our end be all. These curses are only a transition to the next thing the Lord has for his people. Most people, we get caught up in these curses, and we knew we were gonna get out of these curses, but these curses are nowhere permanent. They're temporal. They're temporary fix to a problem, man. Okay, which is the problem of us going off continually and breaking the law. Now the Most High set up Yahushua. Now we can go to the next part of not having a sin because the law is going to be put into our inward parts. We're gonna live and breathe the law as we were created to do. All right. This is the book of Matthews. So we're gonna go through these scriptures. I just wanted to, get this out, man, because we're getting ready to bound up a lot of broken people, along with that influx of people coming to this truth. We're gonna have to bind up and answer a lot of things that the world is broken through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why we filter everything through the scriptures, because that's more wisdom than we have, man. Because these scriptures are made to what? Help us. These are our help, the comforter. That's why it says the comforter. Why the comforter must come? Because we have to comfort. It says comfort each other with these words. So if we comfort each other with these words, then we're gonna what? You're gonna help somebody that's feeling down and broken. All right. This is Matthew 11 and verse 5, and it says, "The blind receive their sight." This is 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, "Go and show John again those things which ye do hear and see. The blind receive their sight, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear." And that's what you see. A lot of us are coming back, and that's why I said this is the generation. Some of us we slacking. Some of us were healed back then by Yahushua, man, and then we come back and get healed in the spirit. Okay, because we're broken down. We're leprous, lame, can't walk, because those things can also mean metaphors too. But Yahushua was actually healing the sick, making the lame walk, making the blind to see. Great things were taking place in the truth. So how much more these days, man? But we gonna have it's gonna be a lot more faith based. That's why they call us faith-based Israelites. This thing is going to be a lot of faith-based. When the time of power and coming out and the Lord showing signs and wonders, you know, hey, the ones that already seen it before that, it's going to strengthen your faith even more. Some people are going to have to, they need that type of experience to believe on the gospel. But some of us don't need that, man, because we've been given that gift of faith. All right. And it says, the blind receive their sight, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear. The dead are raised up. That's why it says, him that wandereth out the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So when we wandered out of the way of who we are and what we were supposed to worship as a heritage, we were dead, man. So the dead are raised and the poor have the gospel preached to them. See that? The poor, the brokenhearted has the gospel, which is the good news, preached to them. How is that? The men on the highways and the byways. So that's how this lesson is tying together, that we're going to be healing brokenhearted as long as condemning this wicked place. We're being put in the position of spiritual counselors, man. You're like a spiritual counselor to heal the broken that's coming in these times. Hey, Shalom to you, Akia, man, on the comment board, and you brothers listening, man. You know, we're in a blessed position for the Lord to allow us to heal his people, you know, his precious people. Even though Israel's going off, Israel wanders out of the way, we're still the Lord's people. That will never change, man. Okay? Especially now with the sacrifice that Yahweh Shah has done. We're not going anywhere, man. We're sealed in. All right. It says, and blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. So in this truth, there's gonna be things happen that'll offend you, that'll make you think the type of way. You know, like we were telling this lady at camp, if I can get to this lady at camp, we were telling her, like, look, man, don't let the world offend you from the truth. Don't let the world and their fakery of the scriptures push you away because the church treats you a certain way. You think God ain't dealing. No, those people are not the official things. Okay, they're not the real McCoy. They're not the real thing, man. They're counterfeit. They're counterfeit. If you have a bootleg rope or let's say a car that ain't, let's say a pair of shoes. That's a prime example. You got a nice pair of shoes that are really, you know, heavy, nicely built, and then you go get a pair of Walmart, you know, which is nothing wrong with Walmart shoes, but you get a pair of Walmart kicks that doesn't have the same grade of plastic. Then you start to do some exercise, or prime example, steel toe boots. If you work in construction, you use steel toe boots. You get a pair of boots that's not steel toe and try to do the same thing with that steel toe boot, or with the non-steel toe boot is what you do with the steel toe boot. It's not gonna work, man. So that's the same thing. These churches and these other beliefs and doctrines, they're not the real McCoy. They're not the real thing. So a lot of people are looking sideways at the truth, thinking, oh yeah, that's just another thing. No, this is the pure doctrine that's coming down on planet Earth. That's why Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said, I will pour my spirit upon all flesh, and your children shall prophesy and see dreams. So the Lord is pouring it out in these times, and we're receiving the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and the breakdown of this truth before the end comes. Bottom line, man. Easy as that. Easy peasy, man. All right, I'm gonna get a couple more scriptures, man. Let me get this. I might make a part 2 to this. It says Isaiah 29:19. It says, the meek also shall inherit their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. And the poor among men is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, but the meek shall increase in their joy in the Lord, because we're through these scriptures, through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, Israel's getting bound up. They're getting themselves put back together how they should be, and it's only going to increase, man. Okay, so hey, the water to you, I keep coming by. I'm gonna try to make, Lord willing, another part 2 to this. This is just the start of the Lord willing, try to be a little series, man. But brokenhearted, man. That's the mentality we should have, along with cursing this devil out. Esau's light work, man. it's hard to tell somebody that it's going to be okay through the scriptures and give them the opportunity through the scriptures and the spirit that is going to be the Lord wakes them up and brings them to this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's a hard job because that takes more than just yelling and saying, oh, he saw the devil. How are you going to help somebody that they believe in what you believe, but they have questions sincerely and they need help, man? That's something you have to have. That's why it says you have to eat this whole roll, then go speak to the house of Israel. So it says a false balance is an abomination. So you got to have this thing is two sides. This thing is a perfect balance between the rough part of it and the light part of it, man. Which is not really light, man. Once you deal with somebody that's really giving up on life and needs counsel, and the people that dealt with Yahweh Shai, they were broken, man. They needed help. Some of them were asking for their loved ones' well-being. Those are people that are emotional, man. So Yahweh Shai dealt with emotions in people and was able to bring them to the Father, man. Which man, Yahweh Shai did a beautiful thing, man. He was well balanced, okay. But his thing, he said he wept for Israel to see what was coming upon his people, man. All right, because the spirit was put upon him to walk that line and to do great things and to bring us back to the Father. Which man, which is a total blessing, man. All right. So with that, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakar Brak the Yahweh, Brak the Yahushai. Forgive me this truth, knowledge, and wisdom, and Barakathon to Joachim that came by and watched the video. Lord willing, it was edifying. And hey, man, think of yourself very lucky and blessed to be in the position that we at right now with this truth, knowledge, and wisdom, man. So Shalom Akim. Like always, keep faith, keep fighting, keep pushing towards that mark, keep hoping. We're almost home, man. We're almost home. Shalom.